Take two. I was just sitting here having a conversation with a friend of mine who was talking about what was going on in the world and me being who I am because I used to be really politically. I kind of knew everything that was going on globally. I listened to the European news and I listened to the British news and I listened to all the news to know what everybody's viewpoint is. But at the end of the day, what I realized is that they're all in the same boat. Their purposes are all the same. It doesn't matter. I thought if you go to different parts of the globe and listen to different news, but it's all the same. It's a show. It's all a show. It's all a distraction. And what are they distracting us from? They're distracting us from our own internal spiritual journey. They're distracting us from understanding that we have the powers that we need to upgrade ourselves as human beings. We are spiritual, capable, limitless human beings. So, what I encourage you to do, and with all of this going on in the world, to do a video, not a video, but a post on my page about what a real soldier is. It has nothing to do with the soldier that sits around and says, I was just following orders. And this is what I'm going to say to you, soldiers. And I come from a military family, so I do have a little bit of background on all of this. Really want to have to suffer the PTSD, the inhumane dreams, the moments of terror, the moments of fear, all because they told you to. I encourage you to reassess, and this is literally a call out to soldiers, military, army, navy, whoever you are. I turned on the news and it's absolute chaos out there still. I mean, it's literally chaos. Like I said, I haven't listened to it in a year. Him in the States there, he's creating chaos. But the shift must happen. And the shift must happen in the sense of people must rise up to stop the chaos, stop the warmongering, stop the inferiority complexes, stop the colonial aspect and mindset. If you want to be a soldier, be a real soldier. And what is a real soldier? A real soldier is one that fights for humanity, for your right to be a human being, for your right to have shelter, for your right to have food, for your right to have a sense of wellness within your family unit without being taxed to death or cost to death, because that's what they're doing. They're costing us and they're taxing us to death. The price of gas right now is insane. I haven't owned a vehicle in I don't know how many years, so I think we're at $2 here. I'm not even sure. I think we're at about $2 a liter. You guys in gallons in the States, I'm not sure. It's got to be way, way more than that. I'm not sure how it all works, and it's not only America. I was just listening Bangladesh, same thing. Why? Because all of these sanctions and all of this border crossing and Strait of Moose crossing, all of this is preventing other countries from getting what it is that they need for their people. And it's really, really sad when one nation is such a greed warmonger that nation impacts so many other countries. That is the problem. The history has been repeating itself over and over and over again. And I will say this. My heart goes out to the people of Iran, to all the people in the Middle East. And I'm ashamed to call myself a Westerner. Because this warmongering, colonial mindset, inferiority complex shit has to stop. We can't continue living our lives and our worlds like that. We can't. History has got to stop repeating itself. So if you are a soldier, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. Stand back Reassess, regroup, rethink. Take all the training they gave you, and not the part where they're teaching you how to kill people, because you learn way more than that in the military. Take that. Take all that training that they taught you to utilize for them and their benefit, turn it around and make it be useful for you. If you are passionate about the work that you do in the military, take that training and utilize it for your own self betterment. If it means starting your own business, starting your own website, starting whatever it is, become, utilize what they gave you for yourself. Just something to reflect on. I'm blown away that after all this time I go back and it's the same shit over and fucking over again. Do you want to be that soldier? I was just obeying orders, and then you come home from this disgusting, inhumane war. You're ordered to do things that is just mind fucking blowing. And you don't ask questions, you just do what they tell you to do. You're killing citizens, you're destroying communities and cultures and monuments and historical artifacts. Like, fucking seriously, people? We're 2020 fucking 6. We're not in fucking 1882 anymore. Has our mental and mindset not evolved from this inhumane manner of treating each other? From one on one, from our neighbors to our communities, to our towns, to our cities, to our provincial aspects or state aspects, federal. Like, is this really the way we're going to continue? We have to become a communal society. All that shit they told you was selfish and self-centered is what we're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to help your neighbors. You're supposed to be there when someone needs a friend or somebody to talk to. You're supposed to be part of all that. Yet they've got you so stressed and mentally exhausted, mentally drained, spiritually drained. And then the spiritual stuff, which, well, okay, we'll do the spiritual anyway. Then religion, that just entraps you 100 times over. Why? Because religion runs on shame and guilt and regret and sin. They've got us so trapped into a matrix of bullshit. Do you want to be the soldier that says, I was just obeying orders? Or do you want to be the soldier that says, I am going to fight for my right to be a human being? I'm going to fight for my right to take care of my family. I'm going to fight for my right to be able to live and pay my bills and have decent shelter and have decent food. That, and be treated equally. Those are the soldiers we need. We need soldiers like Nelson Mandela. And if you guys hear the wind, I do apologize. It's really windy out. When you talk about, soldiers like Nelson Mandela and Che Guevara and Gandhi, and these people that were out to help human beings do whatever it is, fight to remove that colonial mindset out of history books. What kind of soldier do you want to be? That's the question. So, anyhow, of course, these are my 2 cents. I'm sure if you've watched my channel more than once, you get a little bit that my conversation is not the stuff that you'll hear mostly. So, anyhow, thanks for tuning in. Like I said, reassess your life, regroup, rethink, utilize all those tools they gave you, and go and do it for your own self. Become self-bettered by the tools they provided you with. You are capable of doing your own thing. without having to live with the PTSD and the remnants of war. Until next time, clearly stated, vibrating minds. If you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed, if you clicked on my channel more than once, and some of my messages are resonating for you, subscribing always helps, of course. Until next time, bye.